again. Here we go again.
One more time, one more time, one more time.
Duck hunt gun in there, like.
Oh, you were shooting, right?
Then I had my little sister sitting over there with the controller, making the birds go where I want them. Take them all to the top left corner.
Y'all know what it is?
What?
It's the other podcast. This is supposed to be like episode 7 or 8 or something like that. But I'm not even supposed to say numbers because I just put them out randomly. So,
That's what's up.
you know what I mean?
Well,
But,
in the group, they got numbers on them.
yeah, I know.
I know.
That's why I shouldn't have said the number. But at the same time, I don't care because the people that are watching are the people that are rocking with me. So they understand what it is. You know what I'm saying? So y'all know what it is. I'm here with my boy DP. Been waiting to have DP on here and focus.
Yep.
Yo.
Looks good.
Focus in the building.
Mm-hmm.
That's not me, y'all.
So what's up with y'all? What's going on?
Nah, bro. Just trying to live.
Trying to
achieve,
live, man.
achieve goals, bro. Raising these boys. Know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
It's been joyous. You know what I mean?
Well, with them being home, how's that?
It's tough.
Right, really?
However, we went to a resort like from Thursday to Monday.
Mm-hmm.
I think being at a resort taught me a lot about myself because I didn't have their mother there. So now I'm forced to do laundry, cook, all the stuff that was being done at the house.
Yeah.
Now I'm doing.
Oh wow.
And you know.
Yeah. You challenged. You know what
Now
I'm saying?
I'm back home doing it.
And you know what? If she sees it, she's gonna be appreciate hearing this because she's gonna be like, "Yeah, now you know what I do."
I
And
mean,
you appreciate somebody.
she should already appreciate me being home for 6 months.
Yeah. No.
Not working.
Yeah.
Now she thinks she's a queen.
Oh Lord, when you took this guy, he bring you. You know, didn't.
Even though she is, but you know what I mean?
Yes.
I've been there, done that. I was Mr. Mom for my entire marriage. She left and went to school and work every day. I worked from home, and I had a baby. Like, I literally had a baby. Like, she had Monkey on Thursday. She was back at school on Monday. It was like, yo,
Wait,
here you go.
was the baby breastfed?
Yeah, it was
no,
hard, bro, because 7-8 hours, she wouldn't pump, and, like, it was horrible, man. I had a crying freaking 2-3-week-old baby. Me and Monkey roughed it out. By the time he was 3 months, I was like, I don't even need your titty milk no more.
Bro, listen, man. We talking about dad problems, bro.
Man.
Right. So one thing that I did have a conversation with both of you guys separately, just talking, was talking about like a legacy mindset.
Yes.
Yep.
I want to hear you guys and talk about that, and because we didn't talk about this all together, you know what I mean? But and I've been saying it on other podcasts. There's other people that have been thinking about these things I haven't been talking to. And like, yeah, I've been thinking about that stuff, blah 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 blah.
Man,
so,
and that be weighing on my mind a lot more now. The older I get, like it didn't happen for me, and I've seen, I have friends that had that set and path for them, and it's like rough, bro. It's like hard to sit here and look at this and like see my kids getting older, and like if something happened to me, they ain't got nothing. So yeah, when I came back from my trip, the only thing that was on my mind was legacy. Like, I need to leave something for my sons.
yeah,
Bro, even just in the last few months, even with everything going on, like I've been reaching out to them more. And my middle son got a cell phone now, so
yeah.
he just calls me randomly. Like, don't be surprised if my phone rings and he's calling me while we're sitting here doing this.
Yeah.
But the youngest one is still hard to connect because he was with me from the time he was born, and then just got snatched away. So trying to reconnect with him, he's been gone from me, ain't seen me in 3 years.
Oh, okay.
You know.
Yeah, that must be difficult.
And
bro.
then all of y'all know my oldest. He was around here hanging out, kicking it with us. So
Yeah. How many kids do you have again?
3 boys.
3 boys. Okay.
Yeah. Then my middle son, his sisters, I helped raise them. There's a set of twins and the oldest. And then with my ex-wife, she had a daughter and a son too that I took care of. So
Okay. And how old is your oldest?
my Vontae's 21.
21. Dang.
21.
So how old were you when you had your first kid, bro?
I was 17 when his mom got pregnant.
Oh wow, man. So how was that?
I wasn't there, bro. I was locked up at the time when he was born. I didn't find out about him until he was a year and a half old.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I get this letter in the mail. I'm in Washington. I just got out of being locked up and stuff. And my uncle calls me. I'm on my way home from work, and he's like, man, you got a kid somewhere you ain't told us about? And I'm like, bruh, what is you talking about, Unc? Quit playing.
Yeah.
I get to the crib, letter in my room, Texas freaking child support enforcement office. As soon as I ripped that thing open and seen her name at the top of it, I called my mom. I was like, you remember that conversation we had before I left?
Yeah.
Talking about if I call you one day saying you got a grandkid, just be prepared for it. Just that phone call.
Oh, wow.
She was like, you call your grandma yet? I was like, no, I'm going to call you first.
Yeah, for real.
Having to call my grandma, that was one of the hardest things ever, man. She was like totally against it, and she was like, no, you need to get a blood test done.
Oh,
and,
wow.
yeah, so.
I mean, but hey, everything worked
But then, after I found out about him a year and a half later, I was going to get custody of him. So by the time he was 3, he was already living with me.
Dang.
Yeah.
And then, so at that time, when you had to be, 20?
Yep.
God dang. That's challenges at a young age. So how does that, like, how is that motivated or informed your legacy mindset?
I look at how I raised Vontae, and when it was just me and him, and then him going away and coming back. The things that I wanted to do for him, the things that I wasn't able to do for him, and things I wanted to teach him that our culture, we're set out there to be individuals, and we're not taught about credit, and we're not taught about buying your first home. My first car I bought myself.
Yeah.
So those things that I wanted to teach him, and I was stuck in the old mindset when he got to the age where he was old enough to drive. I was like, you want a car, you go get it yourself.
Yeah.
When I should have been, no, we're going to you get your deposit together. I'm going to take you here.
Yes.
I'm going to co-sign for you, and you're going to build your credit. Those are things that I think about now that I'm going to do with my other 2 that are younger that I wasn't able to do with him.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
yeah, man. No, but there it is. So, yeah, man. So what's up with you, GP?
Yeesh. I mean, for me, legacy, like, it's completely taken over my mindset as far as, like, even with the name, like, to keep it at the forefront of my brain. Like, I even changed my barber brand to Legacy Cuts.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, bro. I mean, trying to get together a whole lot of shirts, apparel and stuff to really push it. So
holler at me about that later.
Definitely. But to really push that. For me, bro, it was just the moment I became concerned about a legacy, because before, I remember going to get life insurance and the dude asked me, do you care, how much do you care to leave something for your kids? I was like, I'm living for the here and now, so really nothing, you know what I mean? And like in my mindset, I was looking at pennies, like how much is this going to cost me to live now, instead of like, if you leave, how are you going to leave your kids? Are they going to have to struggle to pay next month's rent or a grocery bill? But back to the legacy mindset. It all started with like listening to Eric Thomas and a couple of motivational speakers, and that became my daily routine throughout the day. If something hits home for me,
and what does he usually talk about? I don't even know what you're talking about.
What? Eric Thomas?
Yeah,
he's the #1 motivational speaker in the world.
Oh wow, sorry, did not know.
He got a Secret to Success
sitting
podcast.
next to this dude at the barbershop. I was watching it with him every day.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
so what is the type of inspiration you get from that?
To be on my game. I mean, and then also reading books, bro. Listening to Audible books.
Yeah.
Hearing something, like, it don't even have to be the whole book. Like, one-liners really get me motivated. Like, I think one book read, the poor prepare for Saturday night. The rich prepare for 3 generations from now. And so that really got me going. And then to have these cats build on top of that, and then the lack of knowledge that I had versus what they were giving me.
Yeah.
Opening my eyes up to, like folks were saying, credit.
Yep.
I mean, piggybacking. Like, my boys can piggyback off my credit right now. Like, got a Discover card that I can put them on as an authorized user to build their credit. By the time they're 18, they'll have a 850 credit score. Based on my that one card. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's called piggybacking. That I didn't learn until about 2 years ago. You know what I mean?
You just telling me something right now.
So
I was today years old when I learned about
but
that.
that's what I was gonna say. Honestly, it's both of you guys said it, and it's like, okay, well, the first thing is knowledge, and then like, and then you got to think of, if you know that you're lacking something and there's new knowledge, and you gotta realize, okay, why didn't you, gotta try to think about it, why didn't I know, and everything like that, thinking about that. And it's like, I think that when you see so many generations of people, like people that live here that I've talked to, you know what I mean, where it's just like, man, there's just so much of an opportunity, especially now, you know what I mean,
Definitely.
with the technology that we have now, look what we're doing right here,
Exactly.
so there's so much opportunity now. It's just like, man, you gotta move like other people move, if you understand what I'm saying.
Bro,
Definitely.
it's like the difference between going to Fort Pierce, and then going to Stewart.
There it is.
You know what I'm saying? I lived in Fort Pierce pretty much since I've been here, and it reminds me of the neighborhoods I grew up back home. You see those families been in that same house in poverty for 3-4 generations. Then you hop on the same road, you slide down US 1 and you go to Stewart, you go to Jupiter, you know what I'm saying? And you see what they have compared to what we saw where we stayed. And it make you start thinking it makes you start to think differently, like, what am I doing here that's not, what am I not doing that they're doing?
Yeah. No, exactly. No, and
Because
that's
I
what I'm
swear,
saying.
I feel like I get up. It do.
Each store.
But I'm talking about the stuff that I go drive around those neighborhoods and I look at, because I'm manifesting them things right now. Everything I'm doing right now, I'm driving by a car every day. I got videos of this car. I say, that's my car. I'm calling it into existence. You know what I'm saying? I'm a grind every day. But here we are getting up every morning. 2, 3, 4 jobs. Out here killing ourselves to leave our family with debt.
Nothing, with
You know
debt,
what I'm
even
saying?
worse than debt.
Bro,
nothing is debt.
nothing.
Yeah, exactly. And you don't want that to be your story.
No.
And that's kind of the thing. You know what I mean? You see it, like I was saying, you see it all around you, and it's just like, man, I have a choice. You know what I mean? Like, and it not like people had a choice 10 years ago or 20 years ago and keep on going back. You know what I mean? So I got no excuse. I'm living in 2020. You know what I mean? Like,
Bro.
I gotta. If I'm going out, I'm going out swinging type thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. No surrender.
Yeah, exactly, man. And I think that's, I don't know, man. It's funny because I kind of put it as an age thing too, where like there's certain people at certain ages getting to that point, and then when you have kids, it pushes you there even quicker because they grow so fast, bro.
That
And
isn't always
information
true
too, though.
sometimes, though.
What do you mean?
Nah, so information too, like,
Yeah.
I read something else, like the average billionaire reads 56 books a year.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yo, I only read 3 so far, so I'm behind. So if I want to be where they are at and continually living that lifestyle, then I need to change what I'm doing. So TV became obsolete. Like video games became obsolete.
Yeah, video games will be like that for me.
Like, even I was off the social media for a while. Like, tell you what, all this changed like around June of last year. Like, I really haven't posted anything on Instagram since June.
Nope.
Right.
You still there.
Yeah,
You
for
still
real.
watching,
Yeah.
but you have no new content, bro.
No new content.
And I'm like,
And that's for a purpose. You know what I mean? Like, even my profile picture, I took it down
Where's that?
because there's a plan,
yeah, it's blank.
like, to release the legacy brand. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, man. Well, you letting us behind the scenes right now. That's good.
I mean, yeah, but and it's been done for about 2 months.
Gotcha. Oh, but then all of this happened is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, but I think that also has to do with me being a procrastinator.
Yeah.
So
Gotcha. You know, I mean, this is the thing too. I think that what I'm learning is that as you're going through it, you're learning, and every time you hit a hurdle, sometimes we procrastinate because you're like, dang, do I want to continue doing this? Do I want to continue doing this? And for me, like, you know, and then like you get somebody hit you up out of nowhere, and then all of a sudden you're like, okay, this is, you know, you remember why you're doing it. You know what I mean? Like, but again, that's kind of what I've been talking about or thinking about is like having other people that also have that legacy mindset. You know what I mean?
Bringing them on.
Yeah. Yeah, you're good.
All right, check.
Yeah. No, you're good, man.
You're having technical difficulties.
Yeah, no, it's all good.
Too tall for the mic.
We should have set it up in a different way, but it's all good though. But yeah, it's finding other people that have that legacy mindset, which I'm talking about. That when you can get that phone call, and then they know what's up. You know what I'm trying to say? You know.
I think even for about damn near a year, I was gun ho with the information, boy, like taking it all in and just soaking it up. However, about a month or two ago, like I think I began to get sidetracked. So now where it was time to implement the knowledge that I've learned.
Yeah, to your personal thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kind of got sidetracked.
Yes.
And I noticed it, and I had a conversation with myself. What's going on? Now that you brought it to my wife, like, what's going on? Like, because every morning it was that. But I think also you need that person who's on your team to also push you in that direction.
That's where you get yourself an accountability partner. We hold each other accountable for what we're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, can you help him with that?
Accountability. But yeah, I was saying that.
Oh, the person on your team that's close. Are you talking about your wife?
Yeah, I mean, that's the closest person to you. You know what I mean? Who's living it out. So, not that the opinion matters, but it does.
What do you mean?
Oh, I was muted.
It should. I think it should matter.
Not that it does.
You,
as a man, if you're going to do something and you believe in it, even if she does not believe in it,
she should still support you.
Well,
no, I'm saying you should still go after it wholeheartedly.
Because sometimes it takes her to see it to believe it, and then she's like, "Oh, okay." But if you let it stop you, then you're like, then now you're frustrated because you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Exactly,
bro. Trust me.
For real.
You know, but I'm not saying it as like a negative thing for what I brought up. The thing about your wife is important because I'm like, dang, that was the first thing that he did, and for you it was automatic. For me, I'm being honest. Like for me, it's like learning to do that with her. Like, okay. You're a part of this, you know what I mean? When she's willing, it's just something in me that's like trying to, you know, think I gotta go solo dolo. I don't know what it is. Pride, most likely.
Yeah, that's where I'm at right now. After having a divorce, I don't want to get anything else involved into what I'm doing. Like, I will not put anything I'm doing on hold for anyone ever again at this point.
I think I did that for too many years. Like,
me too.
And then even thinking back, like, I was like, yo, I haven't been single since 18. So each time I was in a relationship, it was for 3 years, 5.5 years, 6 years. I think one with my wife is the longest one. But
sounds like a little codependency.
Yes, each time. But I wasn't looking for it.
Yeah. Remember I was telling you about that?
Mm-hmm.
However, when I go to do something, you're not looking for a relationship or to be with a woman.
Yeah.
They always find you. Like my wife, she found me.
Yeah.
She called me to her desk, stroked my beard.
Listen to me. You're acting like that experience is for everybody, bro.
Oh no,
that experience.
It's not.
No, what I'm saying is that experience happens to you.
Well, yeah. So that's been the consistency for me. When I say I'm not going to get in a relationship, I end up in a relationship.
Yeah.
Like even thinking back, like most of these chicks who got women
who
have been in a relationship, most of these queens who I've been in a relationship with have approached me.
Yeah.
When I wasn't trying to be in a relationship.
But you can still say no.
That's
no
where
is no.
I'm having that difficulty now.
Oh, okay.
I'm
guess
not
I'm the
gonna get
only
sidetracked, bro.
one.
I can't.
See, he's a gorilla.
I can't let myself get sidetracked. Okay,
Yeah.
I have.
My personality is more flamingo.
Yeah,
But listen,
see me.
but yo, what Mike Tyson said one time he was in an interview, he was like, yeah, back when he was fighting, he didn't even have sex. It was a distraction. That's kind of like the mentality.
You believe that coming from Mike Tyson?
He said when he was training,
Okay.
him and
you
Angela
know what?
was-
When I was in barber school, I did the same thing.
Yeah, okay, but there you go.
I
That's what I'm trying to
left.
say.
My wife left me. The letter that Miss Anna had me write to myself said, "Don't you be stupid and let no little female get you distracted. You got something to do here. You need to get it done."
Yeah.
When I opened that letter up after I graduated, I completed my task.
Yeah, it is.
See, I think I need a gorilla though. For me,
What you talking about?
like for me, like because I'm a huge procrastinator.
Bro, dope talent,
You
lots
feel
of
me?
skills, and we just be like,
Why? Be
Procrastin-
honest. I mean, you
I mean,
remember this is going on YouTube.
No,
so if we can dig into it. Why do you think?
No, because I think that's a learned behavior from schools. Like I
Mm.
was smart as hell,
Yeah,
but I would study for the test the last minute,
yeah, me too.
the
Nope.
night before,
Yeah.
and like remember everything. Like
But the same thing. This is the thing that I think when I do that, because I'm in the same boat. And more lately, for some reason, like I've been in a funk for the last 2 weeks or something like that. But the way, dang, I forgot what was the last thing you said.
oh, last minute.
Oh yeah.
Preparing at the
And
last
the
minute.
way I was thinking about it is that the whole thing you said about millionaires, it's like, yeah, but the reason why they're that way, I think of like Bezos, right? We think about who we work for, right? And I don't mean that I want to be that rich, and I
Yeah.
think that he's the greatest or whatever. But I mean, like, if you look at the videos and the stuff when he was in his garage doing the business, bro, it's inspiring because
But his wife was right there too, though.
No, I'm not trying to say. So we're going back on. Okay, I forgot. The main thing is the woman thing. So what was your point? In because you're right. I think that's what I'm
It
learning.
sound like I'm hearing is like. Never mind. I'm gonna let you
No,
finish
no.
first.
Say
I'm
that.
gonna let him
Say
finish
that. Say
first.
that.
Not good.
No, because
Say that.
what it keeps coming back to is what you said with the wife there and what you were saying. Now, this is a fact that we know that's true. That behind every strong man, there's got to be someone's got to be there to push a brother up. When
Listen,
we
there's
feel
always
like
been a strong woman behind
it
me my
always
whole
is.
life.
So now you know what I'm saying. It starts making me think, like my solo dolo type mentality could be wrong, but every time I've had a woman by my side, I've never got nowhere.
I think it's just.
If anything, I was pulled down.
No, it depends. You know what I mean? It depends on you, really, because the whole thing that he was talking
And you
about
know
when
what?
it comes
Scratch
to
that.
the
I'm not
codependency,
even gonna
that's
say
your
that.
choice. You know?
It wasn't that I was pulled down. It was just that people lead separate lives. At the times when I got myself into relationships, I wasn't in a position or a situation to do anything for anyone.
Yeah.
Why these women wanted to date me when I was broken?
Yeah.
I do not understand this. Like, why would you get a relationship with me when you know that I'm sleeping on my grandma's couch?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but then when we got together, there was still no advancement. Like, you took me broke, took care of me, did everything for me.
Well, maybe that's the thing. You got the goal without the work. So then it's like, dang, I don't got to work.
Nah, man, because there was lots of times when me, myself, especially in my marriage, when I procrastinated on things. My ex-wife, I told her I wanted to do music again. She bought me a studio.
Oh, dang.
And guess what it did?
You didn't do it.
It sat there. I used it. I made beats and stuff, but man, I was so focused on my kids and church and.
See, that's why I said I think I need a gorilla. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because.
What do you mean by
gorilla
that?
type personality, a person who won't just who won't buy your studio and not allow you to use it.
Oh yeah, I
Know what I
agree
mean?
with you.
Yeah,
I
she'd come in there and she'd ask me, be like, "You gonna make some music today?"
A gorilla say, "Get in the studio."
Get in the studio.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And make you do it.
Yeah.
Even if you don't want to, like,
Which is what I do to
Yeah.
myself.
Like,
Oh,
that's one thing
dang.
I'm learning about myself. Like, because of school, and I learned a behavior that I can prepare in the last minute. That has carried on to personal life. Like, even my barber license, I just sent the money out for those today. Like, I took the test a while back.
Yeah.
The continuing education,
Bro,
Yeah.
I did mine in
I-
June.
I
And
did
then
mine
you
in
just-
April.
And then you're looking at it in the mirror like,
April
wow.
3rd, but what's the day?
You took your
Seven.
continuing
June
education
June
in April,
23rd.
bro.
Yeah.
July 23rd.
July. See what I'm saying?
And our licenses expire on the 31st.
31st.
I took
Yeah,
care of
yeah.
mine in June. I paid for
But
everything.
bro, well, this is the thing. Honestly, there's really nothing be more to say as far as, and this is what I'm talking about as far as the legacy mindset. And I told both of you guys this. I told you this, especially when we talked on the phone that one day, on FaceTime, that being able to be honest with your mistakes. We talked about this too. I forgot in the Amazon place, but just being honest with your mistakes, because it's like, why not just admit to it? So then if you admit to it, stop hiding yourself from it, so then you can just admit to it, so you can move forward.
And you
doesn't
save
mean
yourself
you tell
time.
everybody.
You save
know
time.
what I mean? But yeah, exactly, bro.
Yeah. Also, even with the legacy, like me, I want to be a perfectionist.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, though.
So,
so
perfectionist, you never really get nothing done. Instead of just push the work out there and then correct it later.
It has to be perfect, which is what we was talking about.
That's actually exactly what happened with me. Yeah,
like that's why I never released music. I mean, me and this cat almost got in a fight about that shit. You know what I mean, at the church. Because they wanted to release a song.
Yeah, I remember
him and Kirk.
Yeah,
my bad, dog.
That song was hot. I remember that track.
But I'm like, yo,
they were right. Shut up.
But I think I had the more trained ear at the time.
Oh yeah, most likely. Oh Lord.
I wanted to be right when I push it out.
Yeah, no, honestly, and I agree with you. It's funny that you said that as the mic falls. You wanted to be right.
Yeah.
No, it's like good, but you wanted to be right before it comes out. But then what happens is it's like that. What is it? What do they call that? Where it's like too many options, so you just freeze.
Yes.
Yeah. I forget. There's a name for it. I forget what it's called.
And nothing ever got done.
And then nothing ever gets done.
Never.
Believe me, I've been working on the Psyche Valve project since 2016. But because nothing has been right, slowly it's like a single a year, bro. Like
you've done that.
So what's the answer?
You just gotta do it, man.
Just said it.
Right now, I watched a movie the other night called The Fuck It List.
Oh, okay.
It's on Netflix. And it kind of like, I related to this movie because everything dude was talking about the movie is how I'm doing 2020. Last year was rough. Last year was a struggle. I took off for some time. When I came back, before all the world went to hell, before we started playing Jumanji, my mentality when I came back was like, let's go. Like, I was hyped. I was refreshed. You know what I'm saying? I was coming back and I was ready to conquer, bro. Like, and then all of a sudden, the world shut down. But the mentality that I had compared this year to last year was like, fuck it. If I don't try, if I don't attempt, I'm not going to get anything done, bro. I walked around for the last 12 years scared to go to the DMV and get my license because I didn't want them to say no. So I come back and I'm out here doing what I got to do. Went to court while I was gone, and I come back, and what do? They be like, you ain't got to do no test. Here your license back. I'm like, all I had to do was apply myself. Lady tell me I could have done this 4 years ago.
That's the part that'd be surprising to me, bro. It always works out just like that. Like when you when I finally went to go take my state test, but the shit was so easy.
Over for real.
For real.
Hold on real quick. For some reason, the charger is not chargeable. So
it's almost dead.
It said 20%. So.
Okay, we're almost all done anyway. So we're good.
You got 30 minutes right now, so you good.
Yeah.
It was.
What? 1:30?
Nah, 30 minutes. That's still good.
Oh, okay, cool.
So yeah, once I went and took the test, bro, it was so easy.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, I did not need to study the content. But because I wanted to be a perfectionist, I waited, let me see, 7 years?
Wow, bro.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I mean?
Can I say something? I know I'm not in it.
No, go ahead.
I understand what you're saying, but we kind of knew how we are. At times at times I get sluggish. That's why we were so adamant trying to put it out, because it was like, I mean, we gotta go with what we got.
Yeah.
Now look, it never dropped.
Yeah, and it never dropped.
No, it did drop. But it did drop.
Okay.
Under luminosity.
It did.
But.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It was so trash. The mixing.
Yeah, people didn't get it.
Because people used at every show, people used to ask, yo, y'all got music? Yeah.
But
y'all have music.
But that's a good example of the same thing. You know what I mean? But that was a whole mix of other things too. Like he was saying, focus on church, focus on like kids. For, you know, I had young kids. You know, and you got to pay attention to young children. Actually, I'm telling you. You know what I mean? But like you got to pay attention to young children. So
that's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah, exactly. But my thing is, what I realize is I don't ever. Yeah, if we bump it. Yeah. So what I realized, I don't ever begrudge the process. I just realized, I had to go through that to realize where I'm at now. Because who says you're supposed to be wherever you're supposed to be at 36 or 26? There's no really rule. There's no rule, right?
Yeah, as long as you're working.
Yeah. And you're doing the thing that you're meant to do. You know what I mean? The thing that you're building a craft, you're building your skill.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? And you're sharpening that tool over years of time. You know what I mean? It's like, you know what I think it is? And
it's
honestly,
so hard though.
But that's the thing, and that's the procrastination thing. It's because our attention span is real short, and we get bored, but we don't. But you are now what you're becoming.
Yes.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Straight
so you know what I'm saying? So it's funny that it goes back to that, you know.
I was just thinking about that 2 days ago.
So you know what I mean? So we have to do, you have to do now to get that thing that's in your head. And even when it's hard, when you don't feel like it, because again, that's another thing. We think or do we feel? And then we don't feel like doing something. You know what I mean? It's like, and then your mind says you're supposed to do it. Just as far as procrastination, what wins? Feelings, right? Pleasure. So that means you're pleasing the flesh too much. You're pressing the pleasure button too much. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's where fasting comes in. You know what I mean? Fasting doesn't mean just not eating. It's, other things. You know what I mean? But the point is to discipline yourself so then you can be you have your mindset ready so then you can be spiritually ready, physically ready, and then you can do your thing. But then when some of that gets off because maybe a relationship problem, and then so the emotion gets you off, and now your spirit's down, and you know what I mean. And then, so it's hard to try to balance. You know what I mean? But I think the point is right. With all that said and done, it's like, do my feelings control me? I'm gonna choose today to let what I know to be what's gonna get me success and get me to not even just success, bro.
For me,
it's like doing what you need, like feeling fulfilled by doing what you need to, like what you were meant to do. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
The feelings for me 9 times out of 10 was fear of failing.
Fear
will paralyze everything and anything you want to do, and most of the time is when you want to try to step out on your own.
But isn't that
but what do you mean? Why is the solo thing? Hold for 1 second. Why is the stepping out on your own thing important?
To me, it feels like it's harder to go alone than it is with a team. Most of the time I've done things, I've had in some form or fashion had some kind of team for support. But then when trying to step out alone, for me, this is my personal. These are the things that I struggle with. Fear.
That was for me too, bro.
Fear pauses me from moving forward with a good idea and prevents something that could have been great.
It sucks. Don't you hate when you have a good idea and then you see somebody else do it and you're like, man, I thought about that 2 years ago.
That happened to me
so
all the
many
time.
times.
But the fear, you're like, why was I scared? I should have did it. He wasn't afraid, and he did my idea. Yeah. Even though it's not your idea, but you could have been.
It could have been. And then the thing, there's a lot of things that other people do that when I do them, I want to do them differently.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
But here's the thing: how I got over the fear, though, hearing this cat say, "Hurry up and fail."
Yes. So you can move on, and learn from your failure and
hurry up and fail. Like we've never heard that. Like hurry up and fail. You know what I mean? That's like, yo, hurry up.
Yeah.
Like, get your ass moving.
Yeah, exactly.
Hurry up and fail so you can correct what did not work.
But if you're not
moving,
you don't know what's wrong. Don't know. Exactly.
But to go back to your question earlier, what do we do?
Yeah.
We get moving, but you also get somebody to hold you accountable.
Exactly.
Know what I mean? You get a bulldog or a gorilla to like, yo, keep going. Know what I mean?
But this is the challenge for men, because the way I'm looking at it, my wife has been so on point. We've had like a whole change in as far as our relationship works. and we communicate about stuff. It's crazy, and she takes the lead on a lot of this stuff too, which is the opposite of how it's been, you know. So
it's okay,
yeah,
it's okay,
bro. But that's what I mean. And what I think the challenge for men is
is releasing that power.
It's releasing it. Yeah, exactly. It's like making the bulldog, you know, instead of complaining what you don't have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, okay, let me be that, and because if you're procrastinating, she knows you're procrastinating. She's your wife. She knows what's supposed to be happening.
But two procrastinators, what you gonna do with that?
Huh? Who's the leader,
and
though?
you're destined to fail from the get-go on that one.
Who's the leader, though? I mean, I'm not saying
if fear is holding
I'm
you,
just saying.
If fear is holding you.
But listen, we're talking about it now. Before you didn't know, so I get it, you know. But I get it, you know. But now it's
no. So that's why, even with the legacy mindset, her mindset may not be on legacy. My mind is. So I move without letting her know certain things because I've done the research, and I think I'm wise enough to apply the knowledge that I've just learned.
That's true. I mean, obviously,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. So, what basically the point is that you don't have to run everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By her, because now it's not. Oh, let's hurry up and go play pool. Let's leave work to go play pool.
Yeah.
Let's leave work to go work out.
Yes.
Let me watch this video. Let me binge on Netflix. It's more, yo, wake your ass up early in the morning, 2-3 o'clock.
Yeah, it's just running. It's
go
not
running.
Hot. Let's go.
Put knowledge in your head.
Yes.
Learn something new.
Yeah, pray.
Add value to yourself.
Pray, yeah.
You know what I mean? Straight up.
Yeah, get your spirit right.
And
yeah,
that's
right.
Even if you think that this is a cult, what I'm like the motivation stuff is a cult.
Yeah,
and that they're doing their job.
Yeah,
it's helping me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To look not for today, but 3 generations down the line.
But this is the thing when it comes to the whole cult thing. It depends on what you're comparing it to, and I'm assuming that you're talking about people comparing it to the Bible.
As far as a cult, meaning that they're doing their job to get me to spend money, which was not the case.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Gotcha. Oh, I understand what you're saying. Yeah, but at the end of the day, man, it's like if something empowers you,
definitely.
That's honestly that's the thing when it comes to the gorilla thing with the wives, and even just with yourself with the solo dolo thing. I feel both of those things, and I don't think they're contradictory because at the end of the day, like, you know what I mean, you have to get something for not just for you.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And the one thing I was thinking about, and I want to hear what you guys think about this. Whatever that plan is, I think it has to have. I was asking you the other day what your message is. I think it has to have like a message, meaning that, like, let me ask you a question. If the one message that motivates you and that you would want other people to know as far as your legacy, what is that?
As far as building the legacy?
Yeah, like the one primary thing. I'm not looking for an answer. I just want to know.
Oh, I mean, for me, it's easy. Do something. Do what you do for others, not for yourself, because you're going to hit something in life that's bigger than you, that if you're doing what you do is for yourself, is going to knock you down.
Yes.
So with that, like, what I do is not for me, it's for these kids, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And their children.
Yeah.
So that's the legacy, you know what I mean? That's what keeps me going. Because for me, I felt like I already lived my life.
Yeah.
I already did everything that I needed to do. So now it's really about securing
the rest
their
of my
legacy.
energy is for this.
Exactly.
Yeah. Because
then even understanding that, like what you just said, yo, this guy, he was like, yo, I'm the ATM. The energy that I produce is money.
Yes.
Like Amazon make money because of our energy.
Yes.
So if we didn't take our energy and focus it on what we want to do, recognize that, yo, nobody can put a value on you.
That's it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
So
maybe it's that last thing. Nobody can put a value on you.
Yeah.
Maybe you can. Only you.
Only you. And that at the end, that's the goal.
That's the goal.
So
how much are you worth? You know what I mean?
Straight up.
That your work shows that.
Yeah.
It's crazy thought.
That's why,
bro.
even with the
right now
haircuts, bro. Like, nigga, I'll charge you $100 for a haircut. No cap. For real. And like, I believe that is worth it.
Yeah.
Because You was not there when I was putting the time in, like during hurricane season when the hurricanes come. When I heard a voice say, "Get up, go practice this," you wasn't there. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like my time, like
it's
just like what this cat ET said too, bro. I keep referring to it because
it's okay. I don't care.
This cat was like,
"It's good." Just
whenever you turn on a light in your house, FP&L is charging you.
Yeah.
So nigga, whenever I'm pointing to you. Hey. I'm charging you.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I put a post
My energy is money.
Yes.
I'm money, yo.
Yeah, I put a post up the other day, and it said, "You hit me up and you want anything from me, there's a charge."
It's a charge, bro.
I'm not selling myself short anymore. I see the same people do the same thing that I do. They getting paid for it. Stop coming to me expecting to get a handout.
Yeah. Well,
if you are not in my direct circle, and in our direct circle, we work on a barter system. We help each other. We're building each other, iron sharpen iron.
Exactly.
But if you're not in my direct crew, if you're not in the direct team and you're not part of what what we're doing, don't come to me and ask me for anything, bro. There's a cost.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
it's a cost.
Yeah, man. And I was talking to who was I talking to about this? I was talking to somebody at E, and I was like, yeah, man. Sometimes we,
This cat.
if you don't let somebody struggle, then they're not gonna get it. Just like we were talking about.
No, and pressure make diamonds.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the challenge when it comes to the legacy part. Because when it comes to your kids, letting them go through the struggle. I mean, we're not there yet. Well, actually, you're closer there than I am. But and both of y'all, shoot. You know what I mean? But like, anyways, but that's a whole nother thing. You know what I'm
I've been there, done that. I have a grown one.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I went through that. I went through that.
Dang. So, anyways, the same question. You remember the question?
No.
Okay. The question was like if you had, what is the message that motivates you that you would want to get in somebody else to motivate them?
Be better than before.
Okay.
When you wake up tomorrow, be better than you was yesterday. You know what I'm saying? That we don't know when we not gonna be here no more.
Yeah.
What I did today, tomorrow, I'm gonna double that effort.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because if I have an opportunity to be able to get to that point to where I have that time, if I failed today, tomorrow I'm gonna succeed. Which is, and that don't necessarily mean one day. It's time spans. You know what I'm saying? Because I personally go through time periods to where I'm really down. My depression gets the best of me when I know it shouldn't. Yeah. Because, you know what I'm saying, there's a lot of things that I can do, and most of the time it's myself that stops me from being able to do what I want to do.
Would you agree with that?
You got to stop that. I got to stop that because I'm setting an example for my children. If they see daddy say that I'm not going to, you know what I'm saying, I give up on what I did today, they gonna follow that example because my favorite one, attitude reflect leadership. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They gonna follow the leader. I seen my parents struggle. I seen their relationship not always the best. Yeah. I seen my mom crying in the closet praying for me. I don't want my children to have that same thing. You know, I want
grandchildren.
Bro, yes, I'm close.
I know, man.
Yeah, I want to my grandchildren. I don't want them to have to work.
Yeah. Come on.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's funny.
I want my children to chase their dreams instead of chasing a freaking McDonald's paycheck.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think I definitely agree with you. Well, you yes. 10%, bro. All right, no, we're about to close up anyway. Thank you, bro. Dang. Anyway, but yeah, I think that's 1,000% true. I agree with both of those, and it's kind of the same thing. Now, the only thing that I want to see. And this is like, I'm saying this because as we put this out, we record this, it's like almost holding you accountable. Yeah. It's not just a conversation that we had, and there's a conversation that other people are going to hear.
This is evidence of what we said. Exactly. You know, you got to go back and watch this yourself.
You know for real, bro. Because even on the other podcast that I do.
Oh, yeah, well, hold on. What is that? Just promote that real quick.
Grind Frame.
Okay, how would somebody see it? Grind Frame, you said?
Yeah, Grind Frame.
And how would they see that?
It's on YouTube. I forgot.
Gotcha. Grind Frame. You can search it up on YouTube.
Co-host on there.
Gotcha.
But yeah, Grind Frame.
I'll find it. Put a link in the description. You guys want to see.
But it's also on Instagram though. Then also my dog, Legendary. You know what I mean? But also yo, check the page coming soon. Instagram.
Which one?
Legacy Cuts
Okay.
by Disciple. I mean, but what was the question?
I don't even remember what we were. It wasn't even a question. Why did we talk about? You started promoting stuff. I told you about the show, the other podcast. It's something that you talked about on the other podcast. Grind frame. See how my mind works.
Holding yourself accountable. Yeah. So I put time frame, like I said, 2 years. I want to be a millionaire. So got another year.
Yeah.
So I mean, and I think things are coming into place to where it'll happen as long as I put that consistent energy into where I want to go. So
all right.
I mean, right now I'm going through this course that I paid $1,000 for. Make real estate real.
Okay.
Shout out to Jamal King. But yeah, bro, a lot of valuable information. Like, you know, you need to be a real estate agent. It's just information that, like, you would probably go to a seminar and get a quarter of the information that he's put out. So
who's this?
Jamal King.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, we're gonna begin to apply it towards the end of the year.
But that and I know you're talking about something specific, and that's kind of the point I want to end, because you guys are kind of already know my message. My message is I want people to know that they can do things and they can change things.
Yes.
Because if you think you can't change things, then you're not going to do things.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times we heard that from our parents, you know, if you go, or from older people, like when you're trying to go for a dream. It's a dream. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. You know what I mean? And that's what is always in your head, you know. But I think we can overcome that. You know what I mean? Some people, they shouldn't do it, but at least, like you said, they went forward and they failed at it, and they have an opportunity. It's not like they're going to be dead broke, like they didn't learn anything. You know what I mean? Go for the dream. Learn something. You know what I mean? So my whole thing is that, like, you can change your world. You know what I'm trying to say? And that's kind of what others about. That's why I kind of wanted to talk about the legacy mindset. Like I said, there's other people been talking about it. You guys, I should have said this earlier. I'll probably put it on a pre-video, but don't forget to hit the notification button. Don't forget to subscribe. Give me the like for all of the videos. Hit the likes. Do it. You know. And honestly, the comments is the thing that I'm looking for. If you guys listen to the podcast, I know sometimes you guys are listening while you're driving, and then you call me and talk about it. I thank you for calling me. I thank you for listening to the show. You're wonderful people. But yo, just go in the comments, man. I'll talk to you there.
The comments.
I'll talk to you there. But then you can call me too.
Drop the comment.
There he is. There, yeah, Jermaine over here in the back.
All right.
Anyways, man. So
before we go, me soon, y'all.
Before we go. You guys already know I always end with some crazy stuff.
Oh, no, you know I got to promote my stuff first, bro. You can't even skip me.
No, I'm not skipping you. I'm not skipping you at all.
Oh, yeah.
All right. I got this Infinity Gauntlet. You know, not really. This is freaking Iron Man's Gauntlet. So you about to end the show with the snap, homeboy.
Oh, man.
Go ahead. All right. So what's up? Promote the stuff.
Now that I got the power.
The show is yours. I gave you the gauntlet.
Yo, just drop a single, Focus Savage. It's called Alone. Getting ready to shoot the video soon.
Link in the description.
Yep, link in the description. Also, the Going 8 reviews with Mac Music Studios. Follow the Mac Music Studios Instagram page. That is going live here soon.
Okay.
About 2-3 more weeks. Be patient with me. I'm just trying to get things perfected. I don't want to go out half-cocked.
Yep.
I want to nail this on the first go.
And where can we find you?
Me personally, you can find my Instagram is clean with a K, KLEAN _razorlines. I'm a barber as well. And yeah, you can find me on Facebook, Focus Savage. Not that hard to find.
All right, cool, man. All right, well, at the end of this, go ahead and do it. Man. You got to hold up, put the right. Got to be the right shot. Go ahead.
I am inevitable.
Did it work? It probably didn't work. I got it off Wish.
Life is so crazy, I never imagined the day it would be like this. You can make all of the plans that you wanna, but G.O.D., you know that he got his. Life is so crazy, I never imagined the day it would be like this. You can make all of the plans that you wanna, but G.O.D., you know that he got his. So we laughing at you. Yeah, laughing laughing at you. Yeah, he laughing at you. He laughing at you. You know he laughing at you.